Good morning, guys. Back with yet another video. Let's see how today's day pans out. This is your host and host Rohit. Welcome to Rapid Rohit. So here we go, guys, again. Yet another day. So it's showing as 1 hour to office now, which is a fair bit as compared to usual days. Generally, it takes me around 30-35 minutes to 40 minutes to reach office. The fact that I've started late today has sort of compounded my misery. It's a fine day. It looks a little overcast and gloomy. That's how I like it. I love the rains. I'm sure all of you must enjoy different seasons at different times of the year. But rains are the best. Mumbai, everything becomes green in the city. And as I stay towards the central part of the city, there's a lot of greenery around me. So, sort of really makes me happy. An occasional visit to a marine drive or a gateway of India during the rains, that can really uplift your mood, especially when it's raining very heavily. And Mumbai is prone to heavy rains. I mean, the monsoons, as you know, hit Mumbai around the 7th of June, and they are there till the end of September. While we're experiencing sort of a dry spell of late in the last few weeks or so, but it is expected to rain heavily in the next 5 to 6 days as per the IMD forecast. So really looking forward to the rains. And have you guys ever thought about how it is like to drive a Fortuner or a huge car? I mean, I've never driven a Fortuner. Leave your comments in this comment section as to how it is like to drive a huge car. There's a Innova Krista which is passing by us. That's also a huge car, while it costs around 30-35% lesser than a Fortuner. But it's definitely a capable car. I've ridden in it. It's a very comfortable car, and a lot of people have given rave reviews about how Innova has been a mile muncher, a people carrier, a cab, whatever. I mean, for several years now, over 2 decades since its first launched, I think in 2005 or 6. The number of vans that are available in the country, I mean, there are few and far between. One that I can think of is the Maruti Eco. The next one I can think of is the Innova Krista, Innova High Cross. Then you have your Kia Carens, which we can see it's a few cars ahead of us. So these are the primary, and not to forget the Renault Triber, which was recently launched, as in the second generation of Avatar was launched, and I think it looks quite slick. Would I buy one? Maybe not. I've been an owner of a Renault car before, Renault Duster Petrol. While it gave me immense pleasure in terms of the riding, quality, handling, balance, etc. But the car was fairly poor in terms of mileage. Plus, the after-sales service and even the spare parts were fairly expensive. So the cost of ownership was fairly high. As you all know, I mean, Ganesh Festival is just around the corner, and I'll be traveling to my native place. I'll be ferrying my parents to my native place early next week, and I will myself be visiting on the day of the Ganesha arrival. So looking forward to that. The trip is going to be fantastic because it takes us through Konkan, which is blissful to say the least. It'll be surrounded by greenery. We have a beach in our backyard. So what more do you want? Wow, we see a silver Jeep. Talking about Jeeps, I mean, while the brand has been there in the country for, I think, almost 9 years now, they came out with the Jeep Compass way back in 2016. They started production at their Chakan plant for the Compass model. So far they have introduced only 3 models in the country, the Jeep Compass being one of them. Then they have the assembled or the imported Jeep Wrangler, and the third model, which was recently introduced about a year back, it is the 7-seater Jeep, which is called as Jeep Medium. Jeeps are generally expensive. I mean, it's an inexpensive car. An on-road price of a Jeep Compass-based model would be around 22 on-road Mumbai, 22 lakhs, which is a tad bit expensive as compared to the other traditional models in the same segment. Honda Elevate is another car which I like. While it's only offered in a single powertrain, petrol only, but if it were to be offered in diesel, I think people would have lapped it up left, right, and center. With the phasing out of diesel, which has sort of begun, but surely we are moving towards electrification. But anxiety, range anxiety, charging infrastructure, all these issues continue to be there, and a good old diesel model which can give you 1,000-kilometer range on a single full tank still continues to be people's favorite, especially the ones who tend to drive a lot, like me. Finally at the LBS road. So finally we've entered BKC today. It's been a long journey. I think it took me about an hour and 18 minutes to reach BKC. This is another way to enter BKC. We had seen the first way yesterday when we entered via the BKC connector. And we'll be reaching the Trident Hotel very soon. Well, as they say, Delhi ab dur nahi. Finally reaching office feels good. Looking forward to having the breakfast. So that's it from my side for today's vlog. I'll see you in yet another vlog. Till then, take care. Bye bye.